Hi, welcome to Automation Testing.in. In this video, we will see web service. Means, what is the web service? What are the features of web service? And we will discuss some important points about web service. Okay, so let's start. So we'll talk about in this the first definition of web service. In the second point, we'll discuss about key features of web service. And the third point we'll discuss is important points about web services. And the fourth one, types of web services. And the fifth point is RESTful web services. And then you can say pros of RESTful web service and cons of RESTful web service, and then SOAP web services, and then pros of SOAP web service and cons of SOAP web service. So these are the points which we are going to discuss as part of this video. So let's get started from the point one. So the point one is the definition. Okay, the point one is the definition of web service. The first point is, we can say the general definition, or we can say traditional definition. Traditional definition of web service. Okay, so we'll see what is the traditional definition of web service. Web services are XML centered data exchange systems uses the internet for communication. So I'll write down here, web services are XML centered data exchange systems that uses the internet. You can say internet for communication. So what do you mean by web service? Web services are XML, means if you have two systems, you want to communicate the information between these two systems, then if you use web services, those will use XML as a medium to exchange the data using the internet. Okay, that is the general definition of web service. Okay, you are communicating between two systems using XML or the internet. That is a simple definition of web service. So now we'll see what are the key features. Okay, what are the key features of web service? So point by point we'll understand what is web service and what are the features, how we can use that, everything you can understand. So the key features we'll discuss about the point by point. So web service and application. Okay, we are talking about web service and definition one, but it's a simple application. Okay, simple means it's a kind of application. So web service is an application. Okay, that can be written in various languages and are still able to communicate by exchanging the data with one another via a web service between clients and servers. Okay, so what is this? A web service and application. It's an application that can be written in various languages. Means you do not have any restriction that you need to write in this language only. The web service, with your comfort, with your the application, you decide which language you want to develop. So by using that language, you will develop your web service. By using that web service, you will communicate by exchanging the data using Excel with one another, means between the applications via web service. So between what? Generally between the clients and servers, means it's a medium between client and server to communicate with one another. Okay, so the next point we'll see that a client a client summons a web service. A client summons a web service by sending a request via XML. Means we are talking about that it is communicating between two systems. But how? So then a client sends a request by an XML. Okay, and the same way, and the service then responses with, okay, the service responses with an XML response. Right. A client requests something via XML, then the server will give that information via XML. Right. So as we discussed, the communication will happen in the form of XML. So the client sends a request using an XML, and the same way it will get the response in the form of XML. Okay. So these are the key features of, you can say, a web service. So now the third point is important points about web services. Okay, so we'll talk about what are the important points when you talk about a web service. So it's available over the internet or intranet networks. So means how it is available, the web service. If you have a web service, where it will available. So available over the internet or intranet. Okay, the web service is available over the internet or intranet, you can say, networks. Okay, and then independent of a single operating system or programming language, means it will not depends upon any any operating system or any programming language. It is, we can say, like platform independent and language independent. Okay, independent of a single operating system or a programming language. Right, so we can develop on any operating system using any one of the languages which we frequently use. Okay, so it is language independent and program independent, operating system independent. Okay, so it discoverable through a simple what you can say, like it's discoverable through a simple location method. Means you should mention that where it is. By using that location, the information, you can easily access that web service. Discoverable through a simple location method. Okay, so it is available over the internet or intranet, independent of operating system and programming language, and you can discover this through a simple location method. So these are the points are important when you talk about the web service. Please keep in these things in your mind when you talk about the web service. Okay, so we'll move to the next point. So the next point what we want to discuss is types of web services. So what are the types of web services which we will frequently use? Okay, so the first one is XML RPC. Means XML RPC means remote procedure call. Okay, and the next one is UDDI. UDDI means universal description, discovery and integration. Okay, universal description, discovery and integration. So the next one is SOAP and the next one is REST. So we have different types of web services: XML, RPC, UDDI, SOAP, REST. But in the market, the very frequently used are SOAP and REST. Okay, so we'll talk about these things. So what do you mean by RESTful web service? Okay, I think this is the fifth point. RESTful web services. So what do you mean by RESTful web services? So when you talk about RESTful web services, first we'll see what is REST. Okay, REST means representational state transfer. Okay, the full form of REST means representational state transfer. So REST means this is one type of, so REST is an architectural style. Means it's a kind of architecture style. What do you mean by architectural style? So the meaning of this is each unique URL, meaning each unique URL represents an individual object of some sort. Okay, so kind of what is it, like definition. REST is an architectural style, meaning each unique URL represents an individual object of some sort. Means in the REST we will use some URLs to access the services. So that we will see in the upcoming videos in detail. But as a theory, here you can remember that we'll have some URLs. That URLs represent an individual object. Okay, we'll have some unique URLs to access these services. Okay, so a REST web service uses HTTP and supports several HTTP methods, like what we have the methods: get, post, put, and delete. So by using these methods, we will access the services, we will update the services, so we'll delete the services, all these things. Okay, so this is the simple information about a RESTful web service. So then we'll see, we can say, advantages of RESTful web services, or you can say pros of RESTful web service. Okay, now we'll talk about the advantages or pros of RESTful web services. Okay, so when you talk about these pros, these are lightweight. Okay, these are lightweight and these are human readable. These are human readable and it is easier to build. Okay, these are very lightweight applications, I mean services, and you can understand easily, that is human readable, and it is easy to build RESTful web services. Okay, these are the advantages of RESTful web services. And the next point is cons of RESTful web services. So we have seen that pros, everything will have some pros and cons, right? So the same way, even RESTful web services is also having some pros and cons. When coming to the cons, it will have point-to-point communication. Point-to-point communication. Okay, that we will see in the upcoming videos. That means by using the single URL, you will access only single service. Okay, coming to some other cons, one of the other cons is less standards when compared to SOAP. Means for each and every thing will have some standards, right? So when you compare with the SOAP, you'll have less standards. Okay, so that might lead to some issues. So because of that, we are putting this point as one of the cons. Okay, so these are the cons when you talk about RESTful web services. And the next point is, what is the next 8th point? SOAP web services. So what is SOAP web service? So what do you mean by SOAP web services? So first, what is SOAP? SOAP means simple object access protocol. Okay, that is the expansion of SOAP. So SOAP means simple object access protocol. So this web service protocol, so as we are saying, it's a kind of protocol. This web service protocol exchanges structures data using XML and generally this web service protocol exchanges structures data using XML and generally HTTP and SMTP for transmission. Okay, so this is also the same way, right? We need to communicate between two systems. The single point is communication between two systems. The how it is happening we are discussing. So the SOAP service protocol exchanges structures data using XML, and for that it will use HTTP or SMTP. Okay, and then SOAP uses, means how the communication will happen. The SOAP uses WSDL. People will say like WSDL, otherwise WSDL, something like that. They'll pronounce this one, but the full form of WSDL is Web Services Descriptive or Description. Okay, language. Okay, that documents, means SOAP uses WSDL documents to distribute a web service. Means how you are communicating your service. You have a service, but how other people can understand what is the service, how to use, that can be described in the WSDL document. Okay, web service description model. Okay, SOAP uses WSDL documents to distribute a web service description model. So means it uses WSDL, that is fine. But what do you mean by WSDL? Okay, so WSDL describes how the SOAP requests and responses must appear. Okay, it will guide you that how SOAP requests and responses should happen, how you need to request a SOAP service, how you'll get the response when you have a request. That is documented in the WSDL. Okay, that information it will give you. And SOAP web services have standards for security and some addressing. Okay, we can say this is one of the pros, right? SOAP web services have standards. So while talking about the RESTful, we said that less standards when compared to SOAP. SOAP will have more standards. So to provide security and some other things. Okay, have standards for security and addressing. Okay, this is the basic information about when you talk about the SOAP web services. Okay, the next point is pros of SOAP web services. Okay, these are the pros of, what are the pros of web services, SOAP web services? So easier to consume. So you can easily consume when you have a SOAP web service, and you will have more standards. Okay, when you talk about the security and addressing, you will have more standards, right? So these are the 2 points where you can talk about the pros of SOAP web service, and the same way you will have some cons, right? Cons of SOAP web services. Okay, we'll talk about the cons also. So when you talk about the cons, so the process of setting a SOAP web service is a bit difficult. So difficult to set up. Okay, more complicated coding. So to develop also, so that point is harder to develop. Okay, So the coding is a bit complicated. Because of that, it's harder to develop, so difficult to set up. Okay, when you talk about the concept of some SOAP web services, you can mention these points. So we can say we can come from this point to this point. Okay, it's harder to develop. The reason is the coding will be a bit complicated. So because of that, it's difficult to set up. Okay, these are all the points which we need to discuss when you talk about the concept SOAP web service. Okay, so this is the brief information about the web service. So we have discussed a web service, right? So we have seen that definition of web service and what are the key features of web services, what are the important points about the web services, types of web services, what is RESTful web service, what are the pros and cons of RESTful web service, and then what is the SOAP web service, and what are the pros and cons of SOAP web services. So this is the simple information when you talk about the web service. Okay, so that's all in this video. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for further interesting and useful information. Thank you for watching.